Angry Panda said, I'm your therapy. Listen, thank you guys. Let's just keep doing this, because the number one thing I know that we're going to have to do, whether we win or lose in November, is that we're going to have to organize more, and we're going to have to leverage power more. You congregating with me at this time of night, what is it, almost midnight, 746 people. We're going to have to leverage it. We're going to have to leverage it to 5,000. And the reason is not for my self-aggrandizement, but it's so that we can get the message out to as many people as possible. And the more, how do you think conservatism has been winning? How do you think conservatism has been winning? Rush Limbaugh is not Rush Limbaugh just because he's Rush Limbaugh. Rush Limbaugh is Rush Limbaugh because he provides a critical service for the right wing in this country. Ben Shapiro, same thing. All of these people who are paid millions of dollars to promote this and promote conservative values and to promote capitalism and to undermine any type of collectivism. The reason conservatism is on the ascent and is winning, so to speak, is because they have organized in every single channel, politically, think tanks, anti-labor unions, the American Legislative Exchange Commission, ALEC. I mean, in every way imaginable, they have organized in media. So when I say leverage this, I mean, I'm hoping that something that I say will inspire you to go and organize and do something. If this is just a kind of a quasi congregation where we come, meet up and get energized, cool, so long as you go out and do. So if we have 10,000 people watching us, the purpose of it is not to entertain you. The purpose of it is to galvanize all of this energy and for everyone to go out and organize in whatever category you fit best in. Lots of money devoted to that effort. The conservative effort, I think that's what you're talking about. Absolutely. And what's cool about this is that we have created channels in independent media, progressive media, that have become independently successful and have the ability to have staying power without the need for billionaires to give us money. It's taken a lot longer. It's been a harder road. You know, everybody I'm super happy for my friend David Pakman. Got 1 million subscribers. That boy doing numbers in terms of like views and stuff. I don't know his finances, but I know he's developed something that's sustainable, long reaching, and he has impact. My friend Sam Cedar, he's behind the 8 ball, but he's about to cross that 1 million mark. It's a joke. It's a joke between Sam and David Pakman, but he developed that from scratch, and they're able to have staying power. And they've developed it independent of any type of billionaire investor. This show, now I'm not even at 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. Cross-pollinate. Go follow me on YouTube. Subscribe to me on YouTube. But, you know, my patrons sustain me, and we have, even though I don't have 1 million subscribers on YouTube, like my videos do numbers. You know, I got the golden touch. Like I'm able to make videos go viral on YouTube and Facebook. All of that to say, we don't have the billionaires on our side, obviously, because we're talking about taxing them. But what we do have is the conviction of the people. And there's more of us than there are of them. And so if it takes only one billionaire to create Ben Shapiro because they poured $1 billion into his company, fine. It's going to take 100,000 supporters of mine to put me in the same position. But you know what happens in the long run? When that billionaire gets tired of investing, Ben Shapiro goes the way of the dinosaur. All I have to do is keep speaking truth to power. And some are going to come, some are going to go, some are going to stay, some are going to leave. But ultimately, as long as I keep doing the right thing, my business is now sustainable and I can continue doing this separate of any money being invested in me from billionaires. Especially when you got people like Peace is a Verb still matching. What is going on here? Sorry, this is funny. Saxy Seymour said, we have the ideas. Ben Shapiro intellectually peaked at 18. It's really laughable. It's really laughable. I remember one of my brother, Robin, who I didn't put his, I read his comment, but I didn't put it on the screen. One thing he said a couple years ago, he was like, Ben, I'm afraid that you might end up being one of those guys that's like super, super smart, but it's super, super unsuccessful. Because that's kind of the nature of the left. Like, we have some of the most brilliant minds on the face of the planet who engage in this collectivism kind of spirit. But we struggle financially. We struggle to get some traction. And for 5 years, I would say he was right. Everybody knew it. No, everybody knows what happened. Everybody knew what happened at the 5th year. I'm not even going to say it again. This is from Rain. I hope I don't pronounce it wrong. We appreciate the open dialogue. The fact that you don't mind devoting 30 minutes, often longer, helping us come together. Totally enjoying you up. I'm enjoying you up too. Keep speaking the truth and informing us. It's my pleasure, man. Randy Greer, talking about Ben Shapiro, said he peaked at 10. Nefti Barikwa, yeah, I do know Richard Wolff's work, and I just haven't had him on my show. So I think it is time. I think it's time for me to go ahead and get him on the show. No waiting to fade. Success doesn't mean rich. Success means the ability to see. I'm glad you said that. See, now you're gonna make me go on a whole nother. How much time we got left? Let me explain to you. It's not about being rich. Who cares about being rich? I honestly could have been rich if I had stayed at the company that I went public with, that went public and I went with them. I didn't do anything. I was just in the marketing department, and it was corporate America, and we went public, and I had some investments in it. And if I had just stayed there and continued to grow my options, I could have gotten rich that way. It's not about being rich. And the other reason it's not about being rich is because of what I've been saying the whole time. It is having the attitude of actively rejecting greed. Now, mind you, there's a difference between actively rejecting greed and making sure you have enough resources to accomplish your mission. Success to me is having enough resources to accomplish the damn mission. The notion that we have to be in poverty to hold true to our beliefs is propaganda. I can no more accomplish my goals if I'm living in poverty than I could do anything else when you're living in poverty. And the system knows that. And so that's why they try to play these games of, you want to be rich. If you really were a socialist, if you really were concerned about people, you'd give away all your possessions. There's a difference between rejecting greed and having enough resources to accomplish your mission. Always make sure you got enough resources to accomplish your mission. And then reject greed. Oh, it happens at the same time, to be quite honest with you. It's not if and then. It's really both at the same time. Look at what you need to, here's my mission. To create media channels, verticals, that reach down into American society and provides content that changes the mindset of the American people from individualists to collectivists. Now, just put that on record so that in 20 years, you want to know, you want to say, he's been planning this his whole life. That's what I want to do. I can't do that when my lights were off. I couldn't do that if I don't have some money coming in through these viral videos and through patrons and through super chats. I need the revenue to accomplish the mission to do the greater good. But what I don't need is a trip to Paris or the trip to the Mediterranean on a yacht with 20 models. I don't need the fastest car. I don't need an obscenely big house. But what I do need is for you all to watch these damn videos. Every time one of these videos come out, download the podcast, listen to these commercials, and make sure that I have enough revenue coming in to develop these channels so that we can provide political content and every other type of content that is aimed at doing one thing: changing the minds of every person that listens. That's success to me. Thank you for being my muse. I'm going to be honest here. I don't know what Hyperion is. Tell me more. I can Google it, obviously. I like this. Having money is like having tools in your garage. If you don't do anything with them, I don't know about the last half of it. Because to me, it's like if you have money in the garage, if you have tools in the garage, you should do something with it. If you're talking about money, I think money has to be money has a mission. It needs to do. Tomorrow's episode or next week or whatever, I'll talk about the fact that we honestly don't even need money for that. The whole concept of money is an illusion. It's an agreement. It's an agreement to work. It's an agreement for exchange. Right? But we've been so primed to focus on money when the reality of it is that money is just an illusion. It's no more real than my commitment to do this with you. Right? Besides the super chats, I don't get directly paid for doing this, yet I do it. And you participate. It is the collective participation in this that generates wealth well beyond the super chats. Right? It generates value. Not wealth, but value well beyond the super chats. And this is why I did the work before I ever made any money doing this. I did this for 5 years without ever making a dime. And I got to pay some taxes now because I made some damn money. I got to get that together soon. So y'all just keep watching videos. Keep subscribing. Because money has a purpose in this season. While we still recognize the fictitious nature of it, we recognize it. And the truth of the matter is that I believe people have enough wherewithal in them to do without money because it's in us to do. But that's a whole different conversation for a whole nother day.